Today, I'm on a mission. I'm going to Triumph. Basically, when I had my service, the horn was a little bit faulty and they promised they would get a replacement part in and fix it. I've been waiting a month for that to happen. It's weird because it wasn't working, then it was, then it wasn't, and now it's working. But anyway, the part has arrived at Triumph. So I'm gonna go there. I've just missed the rain, I think. It's just been absolutely caking it down, but I think I've missed it. But that's not the exciting thing. The exciting thing is that I've asked them if they'll fit this. Now this is a larger front sprocket. I don't know that much about bikes, I'm not super technical, but what I've heard is that this basically makes the bike a bit more relaxed at 6th gear. My one complaint about the Scrambler is that when I'm on faster roads, dual carriageways, motorways, and I want to be cruising at 65, 70, the RPM is just a bit high on 6th gear. Adding to that, 1st gear is basically unusable. 1st gear, you can only do 3, 4, 5 miles an hour before you want to be changing. It's really, really short. So apparently adding this, it slightly increases it, gives 1st gear a bit more usability, and it means that maybe I'll find a bit more of a sweet spot in that 6th gear, cruising on sort of dual carriageway speeds. So that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to go there now and I'm going to ask them to see if they'll fit this. He did say on the phone he would, but who knows? We'll see. Because I'm planning on doing a few trips coming up, and yeah, it'd be nice to have this extra. If not, it doesn't matter. It's not a deal breaker. So let's head to Triumph London, get the new horn, and hopefully get this. On my way to Triumph in London, and I'm just gonna use the dual carriageway now and show you what it's like. So we're in 3rd, 6,000 revs. Okay, so back from Triumph trip, have been back a few days, and this here is the original front sprocket that was in the bike when I bought it up until a few days ago. And so the new 15 tooth that I bought is now in the bike, along with a brand new horn that had been faulty when I got it serviced first time. So the Triumph trip was great. It was great to rock up, and I got to see Richard, who was the salesman who sold me the bike originally. So while I think it's Sean, he took the bike into the workshop, got to walk through the workshop and see all the different Triumphs that were being worked on, sort of like raised up, and there was like a Bonneville and I think there was a Speed Twin, something like that. Anyway, walk through, and Richard was like, oh look, you can have a coffee or a tea while you wait. So I went into the showroom and waited with him and had a good chat, and I was probably there for a bit over an hour while I waited for them to do their magic, and it was great. It was really cool because I've been to Triumph a few times in the lead up to buying the Scrambler, it was more fascinating to go. Now I've got a bit more actual bike experience, because you get a sense of what you're looking at, and I've gotten to know this bike, so you can see the subtle differences on other bikes, and the difference between mine as a single and a twin and all those things. It's just really cool to look at them. And right where I was sat, just staring at me, was the bike on reserve, which was a Speed Twin 1200, a brand new one in orange, that was reserved for somebody. I was just like staring at it like, wow. And they also had a few interesting sort of second-hand bikes. So right near the entrance, they had a black Bonneville and a black Speed Twin right next to each other. And the mileage on the Bonneville wasn't much at all. I would say 2,700 miles. I don't know if I'm misremembering it. Don't quote me on that. But just beautiful bikes, considering that the Speed Twin and the Bonneville were two of the bikes that I've always been looking at from the Triumph range. So maybe one day. After about an hour or so, the work was finished. New horn and new sprocket. The guy at the workshop said to me, he actually asked me, like, could you tell me how it goes? I'm interested to know, because he's interested to know what this sprocket change will do to the 400X. So yeah, I'll definitely report back to him over time. So I got to ride the bike back, and then since then I've been sort of piddling around, riding about, doing some errands and stuff like that. So did it fix the issues I was having? I wouldn't say issues. Did it improve the bike in the ways that I wanted it to? And the answer is unanimously yes. I didn't have a huge problem with the bike anyway. I don't really have any major gripes with this bike. I genuinely love it. But the one thing that was niggling me was the shorter gearing. The way that it's geared, the 400X, leaves some riders searching for a 7th gear. And I think that really sums it up, that sometimes at those higher speeds, when you're on dual carriageways and motorways, you are searching for a higher gear. And that's not a very nice feeling. It's fine having short gearing when you're in 2nd or 3rd, because you can just go up to 4th. You can just go up to 5th. All the way up till you get to 6th, and then there's nowhere to go. And that feels quite restrictive. It's okay to have the option to rev the engine, right? If I want to rev it through 2nd and go further up the revs, go to 7,000 sort of revs before I change gear, that's up to me. I can rev the bike or not, or keep it at low revs. But when you're at 6th gear and you're going 65, 70 miles an hour plus, you don't, and you maybe don't want to keep the revs too high, there isn't an option. So this sprocket changed that. So on the way back, immediately what I noticed was that 1st gear had way more, was like actually usable. So I could use it at sort of slow speeds when I'm sort of a bit of filtering and at traffic lights, and you just got a bit more length there. 2nd and 3rd also become more useful. So around the city driving, I would be oscillating between 3rd and 4th at any speed quicker than just walking pace, right? So 3rd and 4th, and I'd be changing up and stuff. But riding back in the city areas, I didn't go higher than 3rd, which was would have been unprecedented before. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd are way more usable, which is great. And then eventually there is a dual carriageway near mine that goes from Woolwich to here, or just past Woolwich. I wouldn't say from Woolwich, but there is a dual carriageway where I got to test out. And on the way there, it was high revs. I mean, obviously it's only a 50 zone, so I didn't get to fully try it out, but the engine was way more relaxed. And to the point where I could have gone down into 5th on that 50-mile-an-hour road, which wouldn't have been the case before. I would have just wanted to stick him sixth once I'm... But so that is fantastic. And that was the main reason I got it. So it's fundamentally fixed the thing I wanted it to, which is great. So overall, it's been a real success, I would say. So I must also mention that I've been quite quiet over the past couple of weeks because I've been really ill. The flu season has really gotten me, unlike it ever has before. I've had no energy and it's just been really miserable. And as a result of that, I haven't been able to sort of do any bigger trips that I would want to do. However, the true test of the Sprocket is coming soon. So tomorrow I am heading back to Lincolnshire because one of my friends is returning from Australia after 10 years. He's a friend I went to school with. He is one of my closest friends and oldest friends. So he will be in my hometown. So I'm riding back tomorrow. So I'm really excited for the trip because I know the engine's going to be more relaxed on those faster roads. So that's going to be really great. I also want to say thanks ever so much to everybody who's supported the channel so far. My subscribers are at like 930 something now, which is insane. I can't believe how fast it's all grown. And I really, really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm heating up my pasta because I'm so hungry and I've got lots to do today, so I need to keep fueled. Yes, I really appreciate all the comments that people have made. I've got literally a list now, a laundry list of gear and things that I need to get or look at when I go to get them, because there's been so many great comments and so many brilliant pieces of advice, from what to wear in the cold weather, heated clothing, tips about the bike, how to clean the bike. When I put the video up about me cleaning the Triumph, someone saying, you know, you can use Mr. Sheen and stuff like that. Also, people recommending places to ride to. 2 people mentioned Rikers or Box Hill, Surrey, which was somewhere I was looking at anyway, but this just sort of confirmed it. So I'll definitely get round to doing a trip there, 100%. But it's just, honestly, it's really, really helpful to me. Being a new rider and coming in quite fresh, it's nice to have people that just, instead of me Googling every single individual thing, I'm finding I'm getting these comments coming in of people saying, hey, try this, try that, and I'm noting them down. And I do read every single comment, and it's just much appreciated, honestly. And I love the community that I'm building on this channel, so thank you again. So yes, overall, this front sprocket has been a success and the bike has improved, but I'm looking forward to testing it out in my next trip back to Lincolnshire. So anyway, I think I will leave you there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends if you enjoy the videos. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.